Good afternoon. Welcome to the Cyril'S School of Business graduate hooding ceremony. My name is Ramesh Sharda. I serve as the Vice Dean for Graduate Programs and Research in Watson Graduate School of Management here in Cyril'S Business. This afternoon, we are hosting a hooding ceremony for the master's students in Cyril'S School of Business, and we'll also be recognizing a few doctoral graduates. So on behalf of faculty and staff of Watson Graduate School of Management and Cyril'S School of Business, we congratulate all of the masters and doctoral candidates for their accomplishments. This is our first hooding ceremony since December 2019, at the conclusion of fall 19 semester. Last year in 2020, we graduated 331 masters and doctoral candidates from the graduate programs in Cyril'S Business. And this spring and summer, we are graduating 220 students. So because of the all the special requirements for social distancing and masking so on, we had to play it very safe. Appreciate your cooperation. But because of that, we did two events. So some of the master's graduates were recognized starting at 2 o'clock, and this is the second event focusing on the MBA, Business Analytics, Data Science, graduate certificates, and doctoral programs. We've invited all of our 2020 graduates and summer 2021 graduates in this here in the McKnight Center. Obviously, we all know that last 15 months have been really difficult on everybody, especially students. They should be congratulated for tenacity in pushing through the challenges they have faced, in keeping up with their classes, many of which were offered in virtual mode, and a lot of work on their own. Their families, friends, guests like you here should be congratulated as well for your support and encouragement of these students. It has been a tough time. Economic uncertainty, all the family challenges, loss of family members, and so on, and working from home remotely. In fact, I saw my Watson Graduate School of Management Assistant Director and the MBA Program Manager for the first time face-to-face in 14 months. Of course, we meet through Zoom multiple times a week, but I had not seen them face-to-face until this afternoon. So we've gone through a lot of challenges, but our graduates have persevered and they worked hard to achieve these degrees. So now let's move on to celebrating their graduation. Okay, they worked for these degrees for 2 or more years. Such a joyous occasion. As they graduate and move on to their careers, I hope that they will recall their experience at OSU fondly. Of course, we hope that this is the last time we are having to do graduation ceremony hooding event like this with a mask on. Hopefully everything will be back to normal by fall, but we certainly hope that they will recall their time here and will stay in touch. We should note that because of the current social distancing, McKnight Center requests that our guests do not leave their seats until after the ceremony concludes. So the graduates to be hooded will walk across the stage here, of course, and they will be waiting outside, but please stay here while the event is going on, and when it concludes, please follow the ushers' guidance in exiting on a timely, orderly basis. Okay. There are many people in Cyril'S School of Business who are playing a big role in making these students successful in their academic life. So I'm pleased to introduce those, starting with the Dean's office. Of course, I'll invite Dr. Eastman in a minute here to greet all the graduates. But we have several associate deans who work on various initiatives and various functions. Spears School of Business also has 8 departments, many of which have their own master's programs, but we also have 2 college-wide master's programs. But first recognizing all the department heads of the 8 departments here. Moving on to the PhD coordinators of these departments, we actually have a PhD program in all 8 departments, and we also have a PhD in Business for Executives program. So we have 9 PhD programs. 2 of these PhD coordinators are concluding their service, Dr. Mary Gady in economics, and Dr. Debbie Rose from MSIS. They are concluding their service, and Dr. Vidisha Lahiri from economics and Dr. Brian Hammer from MSIS will be taking over their charge beginning in July. Moving on to master's program coordinators. Again, we have several master's programs in Spears Business. We recognize graduates of some of those programs earlier, and the other program that I mentioned earlier will be recognized, their graduates will be recognized here in a little bit. We also want to recognize our MBA program faculty fellows who play a big role in teaching core courses as well as in working with the students to enhance their work experience, their experience in the program, activities, and so on. So this slide introduces all of the MBA core faculty fellows. We also have several other MBA faculty colleagues who teach in the program, and I'm pleased to recognize them on the next slide. So that's the MBA faculty support. And finally, as I mentioned earlier, MS in Business Analytics Data Science is another college-wide master's program supported by School of Marketing and International Business as well as Management Science Information System Department. So faculty members of those 2 departments, select colleagues from them, they form the core faculty group for the MS Bands program, and they are recognized here. And finally, the group that puts this event and many of the events together, as well as serves most of the students in Spears Business, graduate students in Spears Business, the Watson Graduate School of Management staff, that's recognized on this slide. Deb Cooper from this group, students have received emails from her multiple times, so they already know her name. She led the effort to organize all the events along with the help from all the other staff members here, as well as our Greenwood online learning staff, Shona Gambrill and Jeremy. So now let me invite Dean Eastman. Dr. Eastman actually served as an MBA program director before becoming a department head and eventually dean. So he has long connections to the graduate programs. I invite him to greet all the graduates.
Thank you, Dr. Sharda. We are delighted that you're here to support your graduates. What a difference a year makes. So we hope the trend continues. But we're very proud of the students. They certainly have shown resilience and tenacity to not only just get through their academic programs, but deal with everything the pandemic threw at them. So I think they deserve an extra little bit of boost for their perseverance in keeping that going. So you should be very proud of them. We're proud of you for the support you gave them. And we're particularly proud of the students and their ability to move forward. And we look forward to what they're going to accomplish. And we always tell the students, don't be strangers. We want to see how your life unfolds. So again, we're delighted to have you here. Welcome. And we look forward to celebrating with you. Thank you.
Thank you, Ken. I also want to offer a special welcome to 14 of our online learning students. Many of them have come from far. For many of them, this may be their first trip to the land of Orange, We are glad to see them here and welcome them and their families to Stillwater and the OSU campus. Okay. So a special welcome to our online learning students. Our graduating candidates are ready for the event. I can see this here. So let's begin. Several of our faculty members, including myself, will be reading the names of our graduates as they walk across the stage. We put together a slideshow that should coordinate with the order of the students being hooded. I know we have a couple of folks who are not here, but hopefully we'll be able to coordinate it. Each slide introduces a master's candidate being hooded this afternoon. The slide should keep things interesting, and we believe you will learn a little bit about their plans and their desires and so on. Since this is our second event and we have a little more leeway in terms of time, I'll allow a little bit of levity, and we'll also read a little bit about what they have shared with us, so we'll do that. Well, please note that we have a photographer who will be taking a photo of the hood being placed. We request that personal photographers take all the photos they wish, but not here, right from your seat, and not approach the stage. And of course, you can also do that outside. Okay. So, Dr. Sarah Chabinek will introduce the first group of candidates from the Master of Science in the Business Analytics Data Science program.
Thank you, Dr. Sharda. If Dr. Chakraborty will step up to the picture-taking area. Our first candidate from our Master of Science in Business Analytics and Data Science is Caitlin Byrne. She is being hooded today by her father, Dr. Jesse Byrne, who is a faculty member at the University of Central Oklahoma. Our next up is Navjot Kaur. Ashish Pamu. Cyril'S Johnson. Harish Reddy Patlala.
Okay, I think that completes our recognizing all the honorees this evening. So congratulations. Let's give a big round of applause to all of our graduates who are upset. And congratulations to the families and friends again. Thank you again for joining us today. Thank you to all the faculty members and Dr. Chabinek and all the other colleagues for reading the names, hooding them, and so on. Want to remind you that commencement ceremonies this evening will be in Boone Pickens Stadium at 7 p.m. If you plan to attend that, please go there at 6 o'clock. Because of enhanced security measures, the entrances to the stadium may take a little bit of extra time, so arrive as close to 6 or earlier as possible. Okay, and I also want to thank the McKnight Center staff, of course, the Watson Graduate School of Management team, online learning team, who all work together under Deb Cooper's leadership and put all of this event together. So hopefully next year we'll be doing one big event, and we'll have a lot of fun. But nevertheless, all of our graduates deserve a big round of applause. So again, thank you for attending the event, and have a good evening.